Joey told me not to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Kando si sakaro tavotean mandayadin vivutean balkote garasukote josoran tando otome sakiram nao chashin tadvotean.
Star Wars C&D, folks. Episode 4. Yay.
Quick, everyone that's watching this, peer pressure Joey into friggin' figuring out how to modify audio into a single video.
Please
Yes.
no.
Second that.
Okay, look here, you little shits. You're not the one who's editing or recording all this crap.
Well, fair.
Excuses.
It would
I
make
hear
more
excuses.
sense if it was more than just me singing.
Fair.
Anyway.
Fair enough.
I hear excuses.
Alright, Wuzzy. You learn how to edit. And I'm dead serious about that one. Learn how to edit.
Anyways, when we last left off, you were all in the process of forging your new armor. Because your old armor got fucked up by Grievous.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Wuzzy.
Lucky bastard.
Or rather, Oramus, I do believe.
Yeah, that's Ormus.
Yes.
In
Yes,
fact,
it is.
give me a second. Gotta do a thing. Oh. How I forget to do these shits.
So, from now on, due to the individual's request, Takeda, who plays Zayla Wren, will not be joining us any further.
Alright.
And he's back. Is everyone here? Because I
Yeah.
forget if anyone else.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here.
So, you were all forging your armor, and I don't know if you have all the things in your friggin' inventory.
We should.
Well, the thing is, right, okay, they have their equipment. Y'all have your equipment. Right, so, y'all have jetpacks.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, since you're making new armor, do you add anything?
Ooh. Well.
What are the limitations to our modifications?
Well, I hate you for one.
Yeah, what?
Let's see here. Electrifiable grappling line. Flamethrower. I forget what it's called. Wrist rocket. And that's just for the gauntlet. Reed, I know what you're gonna go for, and I hate you.
What do you mean?
I know you. I know what you're gonna go for, and I freaking hate you.
I don't know Rumble.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, so I'm
And
sure
there's
the
a
future
specific-
viewers of this video don't know what you're talking about.
They will once you friggin' spout it when I get around to you.
Well, who's Dumbo?
Yeah. That's gonna be chaos. Hey, look, droids! Wait, why are they dead? Why is there a tiny hole in their faces? Uh,
Yeah.
why does the back end of their heads look like something exploded? Oh, wait.
Yeah, if I remember right, there was a maximum capacity of 13 of those.
Yeah. Those are scary.
Unfortunately for you. Quite luckily for me. Anyways,
So who's going first?
well, that is where you all roll me a D3.
A D3, he says.
And anyone who gets the same number has to roll again.
Alrighty, let's see what we get out of the core. I got a 1.
Good for you.
I got a 2.
I'm gonna get a 3.
Well, was it your first?
Okay. Alright, let's see, let me think. Now, how many upgrades can we get for the time being? Just one, all of them, or how's that work?
Well, I'm gonna say 1.
Okay. If that's the case, then I will do the electric grappling hook.
You go for the electrifiable grappling line. Congratulations.
Alrighty. Let me add that to my inventory.
Saber Ren.
Oh, yes. What do I want? Let's see here.
Too bad you get a banana.
News! I actually do have an idea of what I want to get.
Too bad you get a banana.
I wish for a wrist-mounted rocket launcher.
Got it, you get a wrist rocket.
Yay!
Rats.
Well,
Have fun finding ammo after every use.
fair enough. But then, too, it's made to be a last resort type thing.
I'm gonna regret this. Read.
We hear the
Off
maniacal laughter.
I require the birds.
Off limits.
That
Nope, they don't exist. They're off limits.
Ouch! Hammer down!
No, I will take an electrified grappling gun.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Wait, nobody wanted a flamethrower? Interesting.
I not effective.
I was thinking of that, but then I remembered how my other trooper got bullied for the quote-unquote glorified nanny, so I didn't want that trauma.
No.
Yeah,
You weren't bullied because of the
company
flamethrower.
used it. Yeah, you got bullied because of the company you were in, bud.
Yeah, I know, and
Yeah.
he had the flamethrower. That's why I didn't want to be associated. That's all I'm saying.
Was it? You do realize Blaze Troopers can bash through a wall of B2s like candy.
Anyways, well, no, they can't, but we'll
They
get
can
into
use-
that later.
Okay, fine.
NATO, you silly.
So, add that to your equipment if you have not already. Wuzzy, this means you. Oh.
I have. Yeah. I see your speech bubbles.
Speech bubbles? I don't know what you're talking about.
I loved that reaction, though. I would like the birds that was off limits.
The
They
birds
don't
that,
exist off limits?
The birds that whistle are currently in development. They are not ready for field use.
Will Reed ever get whistling birds? We'll find out when he's dead.
Ouch.
Will he get them in his version of hell? Okay.
Moving on. You all have made these modifications and added them into your next suit of armor. / present suit of armor. Was he?
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
No one can see your face, so what's the point of smiling?
Touche.
We will slap the ever living shit out of you, though, but that's a different story.
Yes, because I'm totally going to show my face in public. Yes. Oh, totally.
Anyways.
Fair. By the way, as we
Oh
were...
my, would you look at the time. It's time for Candon's memory spiel.
Oh, yeah.
After Hyporia, I guess I expected things to go a bit smoother. Unfortunately, the Senate decided to have other plans. Once you all get done with your forging, Candon has left you to your own devices while you were forging. What do you all do?
You know, I'm gonna throw my gear on and kind of break it in, if you will.
Alright. Anyone else?
Left us to our own devices while we were forging our stuff?
Yep.
That is correct. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look for some paint.
Roll.
That's a 12.
Well, congratulations. You see blue paint. It's on Wuzzy's helmet in the form of J guys.
Oh boy.
I see.
Yeah. That's pretty much all the paint you see, other than what is on the walls. /
yeah.
Rip and his troops, and that of the other milling about droids.
Which means we're probably gonna have to pick up our own paint.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn. Well.
Well,
Just gonna fiddle with my fucking grappling line, damn it.
you do so.
I guess Ormus will just keep a lookout while adding the acquired attachments.
You keep a lookout.
Yes. Just
You see the other Mandalorians minus Candon,
noted.
and the occasional droid, and Rip.
Is the droid that is that one droid that's hell-bent on us not going to that forbidden area nearby?
You mean Rip concerning the escape pods?
Yes. Okay, then never mind.
like 3 sessions ago.
RIP. Escape pods. RIP blocks you from escape pods, therefore you cannot escape the ship.
Yes. Well, he was just, other than just looking around while just messing with his equipment, adding stuff, that's about it. That's mainly what he's doing.
Alright, let's do it this way.
You know what? I'm going to go find a Jedi companion.
Okay, I guess I don't have to do that thing then.
Hehe. Yes, let me go find the Jedi companion.
Oh.
Alright, where's my D20? Do I want to use one? Or... Ooh. Green or white?
Neither.
Okay, I'll
White.
use the black and red. Red? Okay. Let's see here. This one. How is a lovely 16, do ya?
You find her in the hangar with a bunch of scorched clone troopers that she's using space magic to heal, from what you guess.
Space magic.
You know what? How do I want to do this? I'm going to try to assist her as much as possible. As in,
Very well.
kind of help her get all the wounded sorted. Or situated, whichever.
They're all pretty well laid out / spread out pretty evenly.
Okay. I don't suppose we have spare Bacta.
You see a few medical droids milling about and administering Bacta.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. Medical droids are flying about. Alright then, you know what? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go see what frickin' Camden's doing. Considering I feel like I'm not gonna be needed with the wounded at the moment.
Roll tracking.
Roll tracking. God. Alright. Yeah, let's use this one. Alright. How is a 15?
Well, you find him on the bridge. However, what bothers you is that there is also a very much so armed clone sergeant in close vicinity to him.
Well, I'm just gonna kind of stand by the door. Off to the side so I'm not in the middle of the door. In other words, I'm more or less acting like I'm coming here to unwind a bit. Not really paying attention. But I am actually truly paying attention.
Roll perception.
Alright. Let's see what I get. Let's use you. 19.
Well, you see that man, the elderly man, in rather elegant clothing from before,
Oh, fun.
on hollow call with Camden.
Oh, fun.
And remind me your role because my brain is not entirely here at the moment.
My roll was 19.
Yep, 19.
Okay, yeah, so you overhear this bit of the conversation. I'm sorry, old friend, but it appears the Senate has already decided. Master Mundi was not very pleased with the action given the circumstances, and whilst I'm aware that you had no choice in order to save lives, the possibility of there being persons still left in that town, even overrun by droids, does very much weigh on the Senate's mind. You have to be kidding me. The Separatists have done far worse than orbitally bombard an entire area that just happened to contain a town. On top of that, I was in the field. There was no one there. Regardless, I have to order you to return to Coruscant to face trial. Fine. I'll be there. With that, the call ends.
Eh boy. Eh boy. Alright, so what's the clone doing at this point in time?
Well, it looks as if he's acting as though he's an escort. But given that he's here, and in that close proximity to Candon, it's probably a safe bet to say that he's guaranteeing Candon doesn't try to run.
Yeah. What's the rank of this clone?
Sergeant.
Okay.
I said that before, but okay.
Yeah, I spaced. My bad. Alright. You know what? As Candon's walking towards me, or walking towards the door, I'm assuming, I'm just gonna say, so, can we stop off anywhere to get some paint?
He just looks at you, and mind you, he's had time to fix his own armor.
Yeah.
And before he can really even respond, the sergeant says, "Sorry, Instructor. Chancellor's orders are that we have to return to Coruscant. I don't think he'd allow for any stops."
Great. It's a mutiny, I say! A mutiny!
And mind you, roll perception.
Anyway. Well, how's a 17?
Well, given the 6 crush points on the front of this trooper's armor, you're pretty sure this is the same clone sergeant that was with you during the whole Grievous mess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at him, stare at him for a moment, and be like, you know, you should probably get your armor fixed sometime soon. Just saying.
Mind you, it's still covering everything, but it does look pretty badly
Yeah,
mangled.
kind of figured. Anything with Grievous is mangled at best. Ugh. So yeah, what's he say?
I'll get it fixed when I get time.
Alright. Don't die on us.
Ha ha.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the two of them alone for a bit then. Everyone's gonna go find a training hole and exercise for a bit. While in my armor.
Alright, so you leave the two of them alone. Candon is plotting a hyperspace route to Coruscant.
Yep. That's it for my turn.
Anyone else?
Well, I mean, I suppose I can, after getting the whole grappling line fully situational and all that shit. I suppose he'd want to actually talk to, if I can remember your names. Feckin'. He's gonna want to talk to Null.
Alright. Null is currently working on his armor.
And I'm just gonna kind of look over at him and just like, I saw your armor even before we kind of had that altercation with Grievous, as he calls himself. How many fights have you been in?
He doesn't even turn his head away from his work on forging his armor. However, he asks, before or after I turned 18?
Both. In total.
$2,753.
Well,
That's
shit.
oddly specific.
Well, when you're a fucking battles are fucking trophies. So,
Fair enough. Jeez.
like, and other than the obvious of what happened to remind me, he got his eyes fucked up, right?
Yeah, he has bionic eyes.
Okay.
Or
So-
cybernetic eyes, rather.
Yeah, but other than the obvious eye injury and such, are you doing okay?
He's still working on his armor. Mind you, he's paying close attention as to what he's doing to get all the detailing right.
Mhm.
And he says, neck hurts a bit, I'll be fine.
It's a shame we didn't take it on. But we can't always win.
I think out of all of us, that sergeant seemed to get the closest.
Yeah.
At least from what I've heard.
From what I saw before I got knocked unconscious, looked like it might have actually been the end of that bastard, but it was not to be.
Any lasting pains from the cybernetic?
I'm gonna kind of look at his legs, like, not really, it's just bit weird not having feeling there.
Once he finishes getting the detailing and everything done, and removes his stuff from the forge where it's being heated and whatnot, and has set it to cool, he does look at you and say, kind of how I feel about not having eyes.
Well, in that regard, I understand.
Mind you, he doesn't have... Well, he doesn't have the helmet on, which is what he's mainly working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He removes the lightsaber from his belt and hands it over to you. Or extends it out to you.
It's like, oh, I actually almost forgot about that, but if it weren't for your initial charge, I don't think a lot of us would have taken the initiative to go after Grievous like you did. And with that, he's going to graciously take the lightsaber back.
What I did was reckless. It's not going to happen again. At least, not with him getting away next time.
Even if it kills me, I'd rather not let him go when he's in my grasp again.
On that, we're agreed.
And with that, he's just gonna kind of put the lightsaber on his side, whatever, and he's just gonna hold out his hand to kind of shake nose. Or whatever the typical Mandalorian sign of potential friendship would be. Or camaraderie. I don't know.
So basically, you use the bottom part of a fist to friggin' hit their chest plate. Because I'm going with that as an essential friggin' camaraderie thing.
Okay. I do that. For English.
He returns the gesture.
So considering this is dark chocolate right on the package?
We're not going to let him get away next time, Bode.
In dark letters, as a matter of fact.
No, we are not. And with that, in Mandoa,
This is the way.
yes.
How did I know? Anyways,
Because leave me alone. It's
was he?
Tony's turn. Pick on him.
Yes. Yes. What to do? Ormus is just gonna. He's just gonna wait until their next drop point.
Got it. Time skip time.
Yes.
Okay, so taking into account light speed, how many systems? I'm gonna say it takes a week and a half before you all get to Coruscant.
Yes.
the clones of that 100 have gotten their armor repaired. However, it looks as though they've modified it themselves.
Very interesting.
It's not a shiny white.
Very interesting.
Also, the sergeant has gotten his armor repaired.
Yay!
And you all see that, well, amongst the clones in general, gonna start with the sergeant. It's the 442nd Siege Battalion, so lime green chevrons and crap like that on the armor. For the sergeant.
Right.
Who, as you find out, has been field promoted due to being the highest ranking left other than Lyle to Major.
Shall be
With
very
this,
interesting.
so yeah, you find out that this clone is now a major. Now, as for Lyle and his 100, their armor is no longer a shiny white. It's a matte black color with a red stripe going down the middle of the helmet and down the chest plate.
Right.
And they've managed to tint their visors red.
Very interesting. Also, just so you know, it's stormy where I'm at. So,
Yeah,
Great.
it's supposed to rain here pretty soon too.
yeah, I can hear the thunder rolling in. And there's been a few streaks of lightning. So, just letting you guys know. By the way, let's continue.
So, as you all have reached Coruscant, the Major is escorting Candon to a lat within the hangar. As is Lyle and a few of the other 100 clones.
Okay.
Who you find out are Ackley Company.
Highly interesting.
And would we know what company that is, per se?
It was the company that Lyle was assigned to when he was still a captain.
Noted.
Conveniently, the same company that got assailed by flame droids. And also saved all of your asses.
Oh, yeah. Kind of a big deal.
Uh-huh.
A lot of those clones, however, are still out of commission.
Oh, yeah, I expect
Like,
that.
there are active rotations. There are active rotations in the frickin' Bacta tanks for how bad their burns were and everything.
Which means there's probably a buildup of troops sitting outside of them. Just
Yeah.
trying to get healed up. Yeah, that's bad.
Do you all go with these troopers, these, I'm going to say 5 troopers, including Lyle, the Major, and 3 of Ackley Company in Camden?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
You all board the Lat,
You know what?
and it begins... Go ahead.
I'm going to open a channel for everyone that's back on the ship that's Mandalorian, so they can actively listen in.
You actually see that they're all coming with.
Oh, well, never mind then. I don't do that.
As is Rip.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna look at Rip and like, hey, Rip. Just a curious thought that crossed my mind, but who's in charge while you're away?
I have remote access to the droid brain controlling the B1 units.
Alright, never mind then. Question answered.
Realistically, I get that doesn't work. Shut up.
Different continuity.
Now, as the Venator begins entering high atmosphere, just enough for the Lat to exit the hangar and begin lowering towards the planet. Can y'all hear me? My connection just went red.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
You're good.
Okay. So as the Lat begins descending towards the planet, the Mandalore's glory rescinds back into orbit. Roll perception.
Alright. Let's use this one.
19.
I got a 10.
Let's use the rogue dice. 20.
Well, not really perception, but history, and it works either way.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Joey got a 10, Wuzzy got a 19,
Yep.
I got 20.
and Ree got a 20. Joey, you don't know what this building is, for whatever reason.
It's Republic,
You
I
think
shouldn't
it's
know.
important. It looks important, considering all the banners all over it, but you don't know what this is.
Meh, I don't care about it.
Jeez. Okay, then.
Hey, I'm a Mandalorian.
Ormus and Fane. You both know that this is the Senate building. This large, round structure.
Oh.
And this is exactly where this lad is headed.
So, like, he's gonna look at. And you said Lyle was there?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna look at Lyle and say, like, what exactly are we gonna do at the Senate building?
You know what?
Captain Candon is being accused of war crimes. He's to stand trial before the Senate.
What war crime is he specifically being accused of?
Orbitally
Anyone-
bombarding a town.
Excuse me?
What?
Don't even know. And Ormus is kind of confuzzled at this as well.
He doesn't exactly seem like the person who would do that.
Candon speaks up and says, I issued the order because there was no one in that town and the droids were going to overrun their position.
If there was no one in the town, then how could it have possibly been a war crime?
It's
Because I'm the only one that knew there was no one in the town.
But surely the fact that there was nobody wouldn't
Kind of hard to tell whenever there's nothing left but a crater.
I suppose that is true.
So, are you saying you got bad intel then?
I'm saying that I know what was there. The Senate disagrees.
in other words, bureaucracy, politics.
Mainly because the Separatists started broadcasting that I bombarded an occupied area.
That seems like it would do it. False propaganda playing off the fear of others.
Yep.
The LAT, after a few more minutes, lands and Candon is being escorted inside.
You know what? I'm gonna follow.
Same.
I will as well.
Everyone follows. The other Mandalorians follow as the troopers escort Candon inside and stop at one of the hover platforms. It appears that the Senate is currently in session.
Ormus would like to listen in to see what this session is about.
Roll perception.
You know, I'm gonna do the same.
I will as well. It's fun politics.
That too. 11?
That's 15 for me.
16. And I got a 16.
So, Wuzzy, amongst just the general booming because of acoustics that generally make things indiscernible, you gather something about a bill, something about troopers, crap like that.
So
Joey and Reed,
yes.
you hear the Republic cannot afford to spend more credits on clone troopers that have not been vested well enough to determine their efficiency. Even if our troop numbers are rapidly dwindling, can we really afford to pay for millions more?
Oh boy.
What you don't realize, Senator, is that if we don't, we won't have any forces to fight the Separatist Alliance and their droid army. The planetary security forces have been in civil war amongst different systems for I don't know how long since this war has started. They're already occupied with their Separatist traitors amongst them. We can't rely on them to fight the war for us. Now, gentlemen, I do believe that this session has gone well past its time. I suggest that we call a recess on this and come back to it after the next impending subject. After all, you were all quite clearly out for blood on this man not that long ago, weren't you?
Oh shit.
There's gonna be words. They're not gonna be nice.
Yeah. They're gonna get fact checked.
What's the one thing a politician fears the most, Joey?
Oh, let's see here. Oh wait, no, that's for Techno Union. I would say their ego not being stroked.
That
Wrong. It's words. Words can make their entire livelihood crumble.
Yeah. Oh, no. To be more specific, non-cryptic words.
Yes, but let's continue with the session.
Okay.
I was about to say the session is not discussing the philosophy of politicians. Shut up.
Alright. Time and place will deal with later.
So, with that, you see a man in blue armor proceed to walk out from this area with the... Oh, I forget what they're called. The friggin' hover platforms.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And gesture for you all to board.
Well, Sam is gonna board.
so were ordnance.
Same here.
Everyone boards. Candon was escorted aboard first. This platform proceeds to be moved out into the center, a mite bit away from the Chancellor's platform, dead center. Captain Candon, it is with deep regret that I am forced to, despite my better judgment, be the presiding judge over your trial for war crimes against the people of Hypori. You stand accused of orbitally bombarding a town in which there were living occupants still residing. How do you plead? I plead not guilty, Chancellor. Very well. Given that there are records stating that there were still individuals within that town, even amongst the droid forces that had surrounded it, what do you do to defend yourself against these accusations, Captain? I state that there was nobody within that town, not a single soul. The area had been forcefully depopulated hours before. The droids killed everyone there. There were no survivors. There was no chance for survivors. The homes were already burning. Yet, wrong voice.
Yet you are one man. How could you have possibly been able to tell if there was no one living there when there was a sea of droids between you and the town? If there was anyone there, and they weren't dead, they were already dying from being either shot or halfway burned to death. Do you have anyone that you can call upon as a witness? I'm the only one that saw anything there. As for my character that you are all calling into question, I may be a Mandalorian warrior. I am also a soldier of the Grand Army of the Republic, a captain in the Republic's Navy. If you dare call my acts into question for war crimes against a people that were already dead by the time I issued the order, then maybe think and use more than 2 brain cells to realize that the Separatists have been doing far worse. So you're admitting that you're guilty?
What?
I'm just gonna facepalm with that one. Just like,
Same.
The Fane is just gonna stay silent and kind of continue to judge the situation.
It seems to be a lot of one-sided Senate against Camden. The only real senators that haven't said anything have been the senators from Alderaan, Naboo, Mon Cala, and Camino.
Alright, so anywhere else is going against Gambit pretty much?
It's mostly against Camden.
Okay.
you know what?
There seems to be some arguing back and forth, both in his defense and against him.
Okay, so
Alright.
it's like that then.
You know what? I'm gonna kinda... Yeah. I suppose if I try to speak up right now, I'm just gonna be shut up. So I'm just going to tap Camden on the shoulder and kinda whisper into his ear, or close enough for only him to hear, and say, you know, maybe next time we shoot up every single broadcasting satellite in the vicinity of orbit.
Yeah, it can also be considered a war crime.
But then too,
He just kind of leans over. Unfortunately, that would require destroying every munificent class frigate in the entire Separatist Navy.
no damn. Actually, you know what we could use to our advantage? The fact about Grievous.
That's two different. Two technically different situations.
Yes, but considering how ruthless he was, I don't think he intended to leave anyone alive on that planet. Or at least let them escape alive. If nothing else, trauma.
Yes, but they would also blame us for just bringing up his name because he's a feared member of the Separatists.
Well,
Because
at this
he's-
point, this is his first immersion.
Yeah.
Alright then.
So, Fact about a new...
Like,
Yep, go for it.
yeah, Fame's literally just gonna keep an eye on the ones that are specifically pushing for Camden's, like, execution or punishment. For subtle signs.
Either way, the fact that there's a new general out there that had the intent of wiping us pretty much out and literally almost succeeded, that might be able to be swung into your favor. Just saying.
I think they're tired of hearing me talk.
True. It's not like I can actually start talking and they'll listen.
You're right, so this is what I'll do. If you're all done bickering, my daughter has more information relevant.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Candid, why? Brother. I'm just gonna slowly turn away from Candid. Just that moment of, you fucker. You just fucked me. Stop it. And then turn to see what's going on with everybody gazing at me.
They're looking at you, waiting for you to say something.
Right. So, fact of the matter is, Separatists have a new general. And he didn't intend to leave.
How is this relevant?
Will you shut up and let me talk? I don't see you on the front lines, now do I? Because there's an entire platoon of at least 100 troopers on our ship in an active switch mount on back to tanks. Nani? What? Michael's died.
Hello there? No, not the Michael, no.
They took the high ground from him.
Hello? Hello?
Heyo. You're a little laggy.
Oh god, the separatists took him over.
Yeah, now?
He's a droid.
Michael, you're scatterbrained right now. Or, not scatterbrained, but, scatterlegged.
You're a droid.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's company, not platoon.
Sorry. Alright. A company of 100 troopers are currently in an active switch fest and back to tanks because they got burned down where they were fucking standing. So if you want to talk light about a not a relevant general that's now on the field, grab a blaster, go do it yourself.
I still fail to see how this is relevant to...
Oh, you fail to see why it's relevant, eh? Alright, let me put it this way.
With all due respect, Mandalorian, I understand that the immersion of the new separatist general is... Okay, that was a weird sound.
Yep.
I do understand that the new immersion of the new separatist general is quite troubling, but I fail to see what that has to do with Captain Candid.
Okay, let me put it this way. The
And
general...
mind you, it's the Chancellor saying that.
Ah, right. Well then, Chancellor, let me put it this way. The new general had reflexes to take out Mandalorians who were trained to kill Jedi. and he took us down quite easily. And that's excluding
One
the fact that
troubled look from the Chancellor at the sheer mentioning of trained to kill Jedi.
Probably not the best place to say that.
Yeah, well, let me get through
Lots
this
of
real quick.
troubled looks from the senators.
Shit, I'm hide.
Ormus will go to the left. Just whoop. Nope.
Excluding the fact that he carried lightsabers. I can tell you this already. He was trained by somebody who knew how Jedi fought. And he was trained to be chaotic, ruthless, and merciless. He was also trained to leave no survivors. Which means that town that's been pulled into question, it was already empty before Camden even got there. In other words, that general didn't intend to leave anyone living. The only reason why we survived is because those 100 troopers pushed through their burning pain, came to our aid, and nearly saved us when we died. So in other words, if they were a few seconds later, they'd be pulling our corpses from the rubble we've been put in. There's your relevance.
It's
Fame?
at this point. Actually, go ahead, Reed.
No, I actually have to think about my statement real quick anyways, so go ahead, Michael.
It's at this point that a middle-aged man with a somewhat dark complexion, rather tanned, if you will, and I do believe black hair in the goatee, begins to speak. Mandalorian, what is your name?
My name is Saber of Clan Ren.
Well, Saber, the problem that we currently face in coming to a decision is that regardless of this, there's no proof that there was no surviving members within that town.
That's fair. But from someone who is on the ground and dealing with those tactics, it was literally hell down there. The reason why is because we went up against something no one saw coming. No one saw a merciless force coming out of a separatist alliance. Nobody saw something that's trained to kill Jedis, or even better than Jedi. No one saw that coming. No one saw the fiercest tactics it employed. So, all due respect, I don't see how any of your claims are relevant when it's just hearsay at this point.
That's when Fame is actually gonna raise his hand. Like, he's gonna gently raise his hand or whatever to speak. And he's gonna kind of look around. And he's actually gonna look at the Chancellor before asking him, let me just ask you this one question, Chancellor. You said,
Go ahead, my boy.
in your own words, you said that even the droids said there was people in that town, correct?
Separatists have sent broadcasts about stating that there were,
Okay.
as well as footage of the people in the town whilst the droids had surrounded it.
Mhm. But now, let me ask you this. What time was the footage actually made at? Because they could, for all we know, they could have either doctored it, or they sent that footage before they slaughtered everybody in it. And two, why are you willing to take the word of your known enemy in this war over that of somebody who's been enlisted in your force for a good many years?
My boy, I am just a judge. I sit here as a neutral party in this. His fate resides in that of the Senate.
Oh, I fully acknowledge that. That is a question for all of you, and as he looks around. And like my acquaintance or friend said, how would you exactly know what it's like when you yourselves don't exactly participate in the bloody actions that happen? You sit in your comfy homes telling people what to do, or just waiting for something to happen. Or some of you, for all I know, are happy to take money from those who willingly want to destroy already good, and you can spread lies for them. Because I'm no idiot. I'm well aware of how politics work. And I'm quite sure that at least one of you has been paid off to spread lies. But once again, the final question is this, and I want you to think on it real hard. Why would you choose to trust the word of someone who has been fighting over that of somebody who's been fighting on your side?
I believe those are words well said, Mandalorian. Comes from the tanned man.
What?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
It's Bail. It's Bail Organa.
Yeah, it's Bail Organa. I knew it. It's like, wait a minute.
The moment
Image
you
just
said
clicked.
goatee, the moment you said goatee.
Let's be fair here. Bail is #1 senator.
He is best senator.
He's the pacifist senator. You never see him fight.
Oh, no. Though he does organize a lot of crap. I mean, let's be fair here. He organized a rebellion when it was starting up. He was on the side of the Jedi and the clones for the majority of it, of the Clone Wars.
But yes. But at that compliment, he's just gonna kind of give a slight bow, I suppose, and just say, thank you, Senator. But those are the questions that need to be asked in times where there's much conflict on who to trust.
Michael, question
With
for
that
you.
question and go ahead.
Have we heard little sayings from our Jedi companion? Like, may the Force be with
Not
you, the Force is with you,
really.
stuff like that.
Not really.
Okay. Well, then, never mind. Carry on.
Wuzzy, you've been silent. What's going on?
I'm here. I'm not dead yet. Well, inside I am, but I'm fine. No, Ormus is just listening to the whole ordeal. Basically supporting Saber and Fane. And also taking into account the man with the goatee. Would I know who he is, per se?
Roll history.
You know, I'm gonna roll history because I want to know who this fucker is in character.
Yeah, all of you roll history then.
Alright.
Well, I definitely know him.
16.
15.
Natural 20 for me.
You all know that this is Senator Bail Organa of Alderaan. So, Joey, you know that he seems to be the calmest fucking voice of the Senate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nod to him.
Considering he seems to be one of the few that speaks with reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kind of makes it that the compliment he gave me even that much more meaningful.
Would I know any Jedi sayings?
No.
Damn, alright.
Don't bring that "May the Force be with you" shit into this, Joey.
Oh, fuck no. No, that's for when people are leaving. No, it's... I was thinking of our proverbs. But I don't know any, so I can't use it. Damn.
Anyway.
Concerning what my daughter
You're lagging. There we go.
Y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Yippers.
All right. Concerning what my daughter said, I think I'll add this into the mix. Who knows how many troopers, how many people made it off of that planet alive? And this Republic military officer who is present for all of this speaks up and says, "That's classified information, Captain. Classified or not, it still applies." By my count, let's see. There's
You have...
I'm making sure of the numbers here.
Yup.
5, 6, 7, 8,
3 Jedi.
14, 17, 19, no, 20. By my count, there's only 121 people that made it off of that planet alive. Republic forces suffered a 99% casualty rate on that planet.
99. Ouch.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a tense fist from Saber.
And here you all stand. accusing one of that 1% of a war crime that was committed in an attempt to secure more lives being saved. Vote what you will. But know this, if you find me guilty, you're killing an innocent man. And if, for whatever reason, I do survive, and for whatever reason am still able to continue my service in the Republic Navy, you will not give me orders. With that in mind, I do believe it is time for the Senate to come to a vote. There's murmuring amongst the senators and representatives
Oh boy.
as votes are being passed. And after 12 fucking hours,
Oh dear God.
Jesus Christ, I wasn't expecting that result, but okay.
Can I just fly off the hovering freaking platform and go into one of the freaking empty stations so I can go buy us some paint while this is taking place? Like, holy
No.
shit. Damn.
Mind you, you are allowed to leave after like the first 2 hours.
Oh.
Subtract like 100 credits from your inventory.
Yay.
Congrats, you've gotten paint enough for everyone.
Yay. I'm assuming of all colors.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright. If that's the case, after the first 2 hours, I'm gonna do some digging on some of the senators. I do have a feeling some of them have been bought off.
Yeah.
Ormus will help you.
Alright. How are you going to do digging?
That's a great question.
Is there a record hall in the Senate or nearby?
Hell no. Well, there is a record hall for shit, but that's not gonna have stuff on the senators, necessarily.
Fair enough. Second best thing is talk to the people and get their viewpoints on them.
Oh boy.
You said Vip was with us, correct?
Yep. And currently he's posing as a protocol droid.
Okay. So he's gonna kind of whisper to Rip. It's like, would you be able to help me do a little digging on some of the senators?
Ah, yes. Whose office would you like to break into? Meatbag.
Oh god damn it, I love that.
Oh gosh. Alright, so which one of the senators seemed the most adamant that Camden get punished?
Anaconda Far is still on the Republic Senate at this point in time, so that eliminates the Rhodians. I'm going to say Umbara.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, yeah, those fuckers.
Yeah. So, if you would, can you look at the Unvara?
Orders acknowledged. I will return.
Meatbag.
I'm assuming
No,
Candon...
he doesn't add meatbag.
Yep.
Damn it!
Michael, I'm assuming Candon's been cuffed.
Actually, no.
Oh, cool.
It's probably because so many Mandalorians being in the room, they probably know that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, that's understandable. Alright, well, either way, I'm gonna get my armor painted.
You do so.
Yay! My blue and white armor. Primarily blue.
So about 6 hours in, Rip comes back, Thane. I'm assuming in this time y'all have painted your armor however you will.
Yeah,
Yes.
mine's gonna be the red and gold bullshit.
Mind you, you've had to do this out on the lap
Yeah.
because the
Probably
Senate
wouldn't
would not take kindly to paint being flung everywhere.
Yeah, probably on this while Rip was doing his digging.
6 hours in, so total time elapsed is now 6 hours.
Mhm.
He comes back. I have found bank account transfers to the intergalactic banking plan.
Intriguing.
It's like, alright.
Oh look, someone's mask is slipping.
Ooh, just like, thank you, Rip.
However, it is note that the intergalactic banking plan after the Battle of Moonlands is officially neutral.
What time did these transactions take place, though?
3 days ago.
Oh, so that would be after the battle.
Yep.
However, the funds were transferred to the Trade Federation, also a neutral party. However, known affiliates with the Techno Union, a neutral party that supplies the Separatist Alliance with various droid types. I'm going to kill the meatbag.
Rip, you might want to hold off on that. Let's let his mask slip a little further. And then I'll give you permission to go kill him. Or at the very least, bludgeon him. To a bloody pulp. I think that's agreeable. What did you agree?
You know, he's gonna look at Rip. It's like, this information very well may have saved the captain's case. Well, it's only time to see how affiliate to accusations being thrown at them.
So, do you wait the remaining 6 hours?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably just gonna exercise or do something to build muscle mass or something, I guess. More or less get back into shape.
Well, after 6 hours and you all doing whatever the fuck you do, the votes are finally all tallied in. Captain Candon, it is with my utmost regret that I find you guilty of the charge of the war crime pressed against you. The votes were tallied at an 80 to 20 percentage. The punishment is execution by firing squad.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh no.
Fagan is gonna actually look at the chancellor. It's like, but would those votes all still count, knowing that somebody in here may have actually been paid off by the separatists?
My boy, what do you suggest?
I'm just gonna look at Rip and like, give him a spell.
It's just like, well, like I said, I do know how politics work, and money is more commonly involved than not. So, I had...
Mind you, Rip is not on this platform.
Oh, god damn it. Right.
So, I have the protocol droid that was, and he's going to do air quotation, protocol droid that was with us, do a little digging.
My boy, you're suggesting something quite illegal.
Oh, yes. Illegal.
With the situation at hand, something far worse than digging on somebody may have occurred.
You know what? I'm gonna ask this. Excuse me, Chancellor. Remind me the punishment for rigging a vote.
Okay, repeat that because I got DC'd for a minute.
Oof. Alright. Excuse me, Chancellor. Remind me, what is the punishment for rigging a vote? Because you were bribed by an enemy power.
That would be treason.
Ah, yes. Treason, treason, treason. Lovely. Well, unfortunately...
Roll perception. All of you roll perception.
Oh, boy. You know what? Let's grab this one. Oh, demon dice.
16.
It's time to roll.
16.
That's it.
Okay, one at a frickin' time. Jesus.
Sorry.
Becoming evil.
Yes.
Okay, was he first?
Okay.
16.
Read.
That's a 20.
And that's an after 20
you
for
definitely see it. Okay. Yeah, y'all see this. You see Rip walk onto the platform with the Ambaran senator.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, oh, Rip! Nice of you to join us. If you'd please
This
bring...
meatbag is a traitor!
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, Rip, you can bludgeon in a moment. Why don't you give them the spill of what you found on his lovely thing?
Yeah, Spain's gonna literally look at it and say, please explain to everyone else how he's a traitor.
And then bludgeon him within an inch of his life.
Under the legality of Republic Act 3751 of counterterrorism, I entered the Umbaran senator's office and began ransacking his files. This man looks very, very upset at this. And I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Yep, I can hear you.
With this, I found intergalactic banking clan money transfers to the Trade Federation, which is a known affiliate of the Techno-Union, a supplier to the Separatist Alliance of various droid types. All of these parties, albeit neutral, have taken hostile actions against the Republic. This man must be eliminated.
In other words, they're all treated as scumbags, and Rip's gonna beat them within an inch of their life.
Okay, you don't have to keep announcing that Rip is gonna beat them beat them in brutal. Like, that's not helping our case.
Yeah, fair enough. By the way,
He will stand trial for treason.
Rip, you gotta have to stand down for a bit. You can beat him after the trial. Sound good? Oh, dear God.
With this, Rip grabs the Ambaran senator by the back of the neck and holds him up in the air. Turns his head towards two Senate commandos that have been walking up and says, "You will lead me to the prison. You will not accept any bribes from this man. You will be eliminated. Meat bags."
You know, Fane, I think he's becoming a lot more emotional. And I'm only saying this loud enough for Fane and everybody on that trend or platform to hear. It's adorable.
Unfortunately, even having to cast aside the Ambaran Senator's vote, the percentage still stands at 80 to 20.
Damn.
But Chancellor, do you honestly believe that only one person was bought off? I figured this would have been enough evidence to prove that not everyone who is in politics can exactly be trusted. Nothing against you, but if one senator can be bought off, who's to say almost everybody in here isn't?
Republic intelligence will take things over from here, my boy. We'll be conducting thorough investigations into the other senators.
That's much appreciated. If we're gonna have a trial, I'd prefer it be actually fair.
You know what?
Unfortunately, given the information, I am forced to believe that the others have not been bought off. And as such, my judgment still must stand.
You know what? I'm gonna look at Camden and I'm just gonna ask him. So, and mind you, I'm leaning over to him and I'm gonna ask this. Is there any way a Jedi could help?
You just see a slow shake of the head.
Damn it. You know, for space wizards, they're pretty useless.
Captain Camden, your execution has been scheduled for 5 hours.
I mean, geez, Joey. Okay, then. I caught that statement. Anyways.
I mean, that's how she sees it.
Recommend you make peace with your family. And with that, your platform is returned to its position along the wall, and Camden is being led away by Senate commandos.
Michael, quick question for
You could outread.
quick question for you, Michael.
Shoot.
Theoretically, so it was an aerial bombing, correct?
It was an orbital bombardment.
Okay. Would there be any evidence, theoretically, of maybe the ship's computer using any type of satellite, so to speak, to see the target before the payload, so to speak, was dropped?
Oh, I see where you're going with that.
There
it's nicely
was, but not accurately enough to tell if there was anything within the home.
So close.
Damn it, yeah.
So close. Oh, wait. But there still would have been evidence of the droid shooting people.
Most like.
Unknown at this point.
Damn.
You know what, I'm gonna... Is Rip near us or no?
Rip is currently MIA. Please check again later.
Damn it. Ah. You know what, I'm gonna ponder. Ponder.
You ponder.
Idea.
Does anyone wish to do anything meaningful in the next 5 hours?
I had an idea. Fucking hell. I'm gonna radio. Oh, what's her name? I think it's Leia.
Oh, what's her
Alea?
Yes, I'm gonna calm Leia real quick.
You do so.
Hey, Leia, question for you. Does your...
What's going on?
Okay, Camden's being executed in 5 hours because Senator got bought off 80 to 20% vote on execution. Either way, so, is there any way your Jedi magic can possibly tell the future or the past? Or figure out truth and shit? About one specific area?
Force visions are a thing, however, they are often very easily misinterpreted. And I don't think the Senate would put quote-unquote dreams in as applicable evidence.
Ugh. Why is the Senate so stupid?
Honestly, though.
Just insulting everybody on a system that doesn't work.
I mean, there's only a few exceptions, and right now Bale's the only exception to the Saber right now. Chancellor was neutral because he's a neutral party, but still.
Well, I can tell you that 3 of the votes for innocent were Alderaan, Naboo, and Mon Cala.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, is there possibly a way for you guys to... Oh, Michael disconnected. No!
No, I'm here.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You blurred for a bit. Alright. By the way, is there possibly a way for a Jedi to, I don't know, look into somebody's mind? Find truth and whatnot? Or is that an impossibility?
While possible, I don't think the Senate would admit that as evidence.
Fair enough. Jeez. Why does it seem old Jedi are useless in politics?
I believe Obi-Wan himself once said, "I hate politics."
Oh yeah, he probably did. With gusto.
He did.
Yeah, he very much did. Another way.
Like,
Which is actually bad because fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to the dark side.
I mean,
but he hates politics. Fuck. Politics leads to suffering.
Suffering leads to the dark side. Ugh.
But,
So, anyone else?
oh yeah, did they ever check the quote-unquote timestamps when the footage that was given by the separatists was given?
It was like 2 minutes before the bombardment.
Damn it.
Why do I feel like they were covering their tracks?
Well, no shit, they wanted Camden dead.
Damn it. Only thing I can think of is go find
the bad
Grievous, drag his
thing
ass
is-
back.
I will say this, a lot of these senators, you can tell were honestly believing that he was guilty.
Yeah. That's the sad
And
thing.
that's based on the premise of we must be better than the enemy. We cannot have our soldiers committing war crimes and go unpunished.
Yes, punished. Yes, death.
Okay.
Death is a punishment.
I
Yeah.
finished. So
That
you
is what I'm thinking, because death to me is a release. It's a fucking reward.
Read Nuremberg trials. Anyway,
By the way.
okay? You said the footage only showed 2 minutes before the bombardment.
yep.
Okay. Is it only one footage, or is it multiple from different?
Different angles.
Okay. That's still kind of close.
I mean, we could override the Senate and say that this is a Mandalorian ordeal. Say that he went against the code or something.
But
But
he's
that-
an enlisted Republic officer, too.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And this situation wouldn't bring Mandalorian affairs into it, so that would be a lie. Which means we would end up getting killed along with him for trying to lie on his behalf.
Yeah.
Five hours pass, and you are brought to an enclosed room within the Senate building. The Chancellor is present. Candon is positioned against a wall without his armor, so he's in his bodysuit.
Oh, damn it. I don't suppose we can request Candon to die with his helmet on.
That would be a request that Camden would have to make.
Yeah.
And they go. There's a man that has positioned him this way, a Senate commando, who goes to put a blindfold on him, which Candon grabs and says, "You get that piece of cloth away from me. Whoever's going to shoot me, I intend to look them in the eye whenever they do it."
Ouch. Ah, bloody hell. How do I want to do this?
Senate Commando says, if that's your request, Captain, I have to abide by it. And he moves away. And mind you, this is being broadcast to the Senate chamber.
Great.
So, public execution, wonderful.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
You know how senators love to sit on their ass watching people die.
Yep. Question is, the other Mandalorians' helmets off or no?
No.
Alright.
Null and Void have their arms crossed. Thuron and Rit Jaeger have their fists clenched.
I have my weapons on me, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna have my hands resting on my two pistols.
And Saber, was it?
Yeah.
I'd recommend you ease back a bit. The Senate Commandos can be rather jumpy.
If they're jumpy, they're gonna make a mess.
Crane is gonna look at Saber, don't argue.
Yeah.
And Oramus...
I'm already in the middle of stepping back anyways.
So Oramus is just...
No, he's saying that as in you might want to take your hands off before they get the wrong idea and think you're going to do something.
Oh. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna have my arms off to the side. Not exactly touching my blasters.
The senator is right in line with all of you.
Which senator?
And in being on the wall. The chancellor, rather.
Oh.
The senator.
Okay.
Everybody roll me a d20.
Oh, y'all.
Alright.
That's a 14.
That's an 18.
16 for me.
Congratulations. You all get the sense that something really fucking wrong is going on here when 10 members of the Backplate Company come walking in the line with their DC-15As.
I'm just gonna look at the Chancellor and just say, you know, if the freaking Senate Guard, or whatever they're called, Senate Commandos, are a little jumpy, then do remind me why we're here. And I'm kind of in a hushed tone so only he can hear.
Well, it was my understanding that the family was to be present for the departure of their loved one.
Fair enough.
And I, as a close friend, would rather see him.
Fair enough. And the clones?
The firing squad, which they are led by Lyle. Next,
You're cutting out, buddy.
You're a robot. Yeah.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. This is getting really irritating, and I have a feeling that my friggin' most said quote for the entire friggin' campaign is going to be, "Can you hear me now?"
Probably.
Yes.
So, the 10 members of Ackley Company are led, the first two, Lyle and the Major.
Yeah, Fane has his arms crossed.
Oramus just kind of has his hands to his side with his clenched fist and looking discomforted about the whole situation.
So, the 10 of them march up, pull a 90-degree turn towards Camden, and Lyle speaks.
Captain Candon, for the time that we've served together, it's been an honor. The same to you, Commander Lyle. Ready?
The clones raise their blasters to their chest.
Aim.
They level them towards Candon.
As the Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic, I hereby pardon this man of all crimes he has committed.
Wait, what?
Oramus is like, huh? What? And he looks at the chains.
Excuse you? What?
Was there some new events or evidence that was given to you?
No. As the Chancellor of the Republic, it is my job to ensure that we win this war, and the only way that we will is through men who are there to save lives. If the Separatists wish to lie through their propaganda and try and claim that they've committed war crimes when they have not, then so be it. This man has done no wrong. And it appalls me that many of the senators could not see that themselves.
I mean, that is politics for you.
With your pardon, Captain Candon, I issue you a standing order. Destroy the enemy wherever you find them, and save as many lives as you can. Your next mission is a planet that has been under siege and blockade for quite some time. As it stands, I have another close friend of mine who could quite use the assistance in getting his admiral to break through with supply. You depart for Christophsis immediately. Is that clear, Captain? Affirmative, Chancellor. It'll be done.
You know what? Do we have Candon's armor?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm just gonna walk over to him, hand him his armor. Well, I hear no response to Saber giving Candon his armor back. This is worrying. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Yeah, I got shadow people.
Ugh. Right,
Right
so...
after you said that you hand him the armor.
Yup. So, handing Candon his armor.
You have never seen this man don this armor in the entire time that you've known him this fast.
Well
I
then,
bet that man did.
so... Let's go.
Yeah, we got a job to do, and I'm not exactly going to sit around for a bunch of senators to try and pull double jeopardy on me.
Yeah, let's not wait here for more politics. I've had enough of them for one day.
Let's go. Go kick some droid ass.
Advance!
Just a hobbled mess of blah 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 blah, and all I hear is "Let's go kick some droid ass."
I was in the same boat, it's like,
I love how that's what went through me saying let's go kick some droid ass.
It's like the number one thing I heard. It's like, kick droid ass. Got it, let's go.
I literally heard Ormus says blah 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 and frickin' mumbling after that because it was you and Reed talking over each other, and then I just heard Reed say, "Let's go kick some droid ass."
Oh, bloody hell.
So the important message came through. Let's go kick some droid ass.
The Chancellor at this point in time would be Palps, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's Palpy Boy.
Oh boy. We just got saved by
didn't-
Palpatine.
Was my impression of the 2003 Clone Wars series Palpatine not good enough?
I thought it was the Chancellor before him. And then later, Palps kind of replaced him. But now that we're at frickin' Costalsis, it's like, yeah, Palps is...
No, in the Clone Wars it was Palpy.
Yeah, I know it was Palpy. But I don't remember when... Oh, yes I do. Attack of the Clones, that's when Palps gained power. I think. You know, I'm gonna have to rewatch that shit.
Yes.
Oh well.
But, yeah. Just like, yes, let's go kick some droid ass.
Candon leads you all out of the friggin' Senate building. A Senate commando that thought he was supposed to be executed and wasn't in the Senate chamber to friggin' hear the announcement and didn't get anything relayed to him gets in the way, thinking Candon's trying to escape just to get shoved into a wall.
And it's
Get
just,
the hell out of my way, I've got a job to do.
yeah, as I pass the poor fool, it's like, out of the way, don't get hurt, yada yada, whatever. We got a war to rage. Fuck off.
Arm is just strong. It is what it is.
I like how everybody's just taking a moment to address this poor bastard. First it's Candon. Out of my way. Next is me. We have a war rage. Get out of our way. Fuck off. Then we have Ormus. I'm sorry, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, Fane is literally no words said. He's like, he has his arms crossed the entire time. He's just
Roll perception.
bullshit. I've learned to do this. Okay, I will. That is 18.
Everyone rolls
Oh
perception.
boy.
Oh, mine is the 18.
Oh gods. I got a 17.
16.
Yeah, y'all see it.
What do we see?
As Lyle and the Major begin to pass this man, Lyle just friggin' stops and lets the others advance, and he looks this commando up and down. Make way for the real soldiers, pretty boy.
Oh, is he a shiny? He's a shiny, isn't he?
Fun fact, I don't
All
think...
Senate commandos are shinies.
Oh, she's a baby.
Senate commandos aren't clones, they're normal humans.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're literally the Senate Guard, but they're just shit at everything they do. Except for like a few, but those are highly trained fuckers that actually know what the fuck they're doing.
They're the ones that earn their position rather than, oh, my daddy's a senator, so I've gotten this privilege.
Yeah.
it's like to do whatever I want.
Yeah, until a Mandalorian shoots him in the freaking visor and that he's dead. It's like, yeah, you pissed us off a little too bad.
Or
Oh.
get stabbed in the back with a lightsaber. Senate Commando Captain from Clone Wars series.
Yep. Or stabbed
Traitor.
by a fire blade. Or first choked. Because that one Senate Commando with Vader.
Yes.
Poor bastard. He didn't
I
get
don't know
far.
about that one, but anyway.
It's in Legends now, I think. Either way, yeah.
Brandon walks right out to the lat. Just in time for Rip to come walking up.
Oh, hey Rip.
Hello there.
I get the sense that I missed something.
Yeah. Candy got pardoned. We're going to giant ass new world, breaking a blockade, and we're gonna kill a lot of droids. Impossible
Wait,
meatbags.
so after the senator was determined to be fraudulent,
They still wanted to
Captain
execute
was
him.
found innocent?
No. They still wanted to execute him, and they had him on a fire line. And then the Chancellor decided to say, yeah, screw it, I'm pardoning him. Now, Candy, go take a family, take a ship, go to Gustavus, break the blockade, destroy everything you see that's gonna harm
Now, mind
lives,
you-
and yada yada yada.
Now, mind you, Rip is still a very big droid. Bigger than you all and even Lyle.
Yep.
Yes.
He's staring dead at you. And he reaches onto his back and pulls out a friggin' blaster rifle and begins marching towards the Senate building. Eliminating traitors.
Rip, no.
Rip, we can do this
Don't.
later. Rip, come back.
Rip,
I want to
like,
break.
Rip, take it out on the droids. Take it out on the separatists.
Rip, we've got a lot of ships to blockade break, so come back and hop on in. We'll take care of them later.
It's like, take it out.
Rip, on the ship. Acknowledged, Captain.
Right. He has a rank. Damn it.
So, just to explain for a little bit for why Rip said order acknowledged to read, or rather feign, was because it was a logical suggestion to try and get Candon the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Not because you held any sort of rank over him.
Yeah.
Like, it was the only, at least in my thinking, the only logical way of exposing any of the senators.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Well, off we go to Custosis.
Hey, that would do.
Once you all board the lat, it ascends up to high atmosphere. The Mandalore's glory comes down. Lat lands on the Mandalore's glory, and off you go into friggin' hyperspace to go to Christophsis.
Yay! Yeah, I'm just gonna go find Alea and explain the situation to her so she doesn't question everything without getting a straight answer.
You do so.
Yep. Well done. That's always fun.
Yes.
Give me a second, I'm getting a drink.
Yep. Shall we take like a 5-minute intervention?
No, I've almost got my stuff.
How about for everybody else? Kind of thing.
Well, we've only got about 14 more minutes.
Yeah, it's just like, you weren't prepared to have a drink nearby?
Oh no, I had a drink. I was just saying for everybody else.
Yeah,
Again, we only have about 14 more minutes.
Right. Looks like... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he was getting off for tonight, but he's not. He's still here. Yay!
Actually, no, but it was an accident.
Yep, we've got 14 minutes left in the session. Roughly.
About.
that people are going to die.
So many droids, so little time.
Ew, but I said people.
Oh. Well, we haven't hit that stage of the game yet.
It was nice knowing you, Joey.
What are you talking about? I'm at a space station.
Yes.
No, you have an orbital freaking... No! Not an ion cannon! You bastard! How dare you?
Shit.
Hey, I'm the DM here. Shut the fuck up.
Fair enough.
It is I, the DM. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, let's get back to Sesh.
Yes, before I choke on Gatorade.
So, Candon is pushing the frickin' droids to give the hyperdrive all it's got, so as to get the fuck away from Coruscant.
I mean, that is to be expected. He was almost executed by his own troops.
Everyone roll insight.
I got me a 14.
See what we got. That is a 15.
19.
Okay. Reed and Joey, you both suspect he's probably thinking about orbitally bombarding the Senate building. Wuzzy, you're fairly certain he's heavily considering it.
Regardless of there's people in it or not.
Hey,
But Oregon was kind of stuck
what you chuckle. Where the
They deserve it.
fuck? Thanks. Right, where are we?
Goddamn politician.
Hey, Captain. Can we never go there again? Unless it's for paint?
That would depend on the chance.
Right.
Or Republic High Command of the two.
Oh.
Best believe I'm going to start inquiring on where orders come from and if they're coming from a senator rather than a general or an admiral. I'm going to look at them and say, fuck off.
If it's an order for a frickin'... Oh, what is it called? Damn it, I can't remember what it is.
A representative.
No, not reps, but not the relief aids, but the damn it, I can't remember it. I'll think of it later.
There's senators and then there's the representatives that are second to the senator.
It might be relief missions.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Right. Unless it's from us.
Mind you, I'm not sure of the friggin' map. I'm gonna say Christophsis is about a week away from Coruscant. Maybe 4 days.
Most likely 4 days.
4 to 5 days.
I'll find you an accurate map sometime soon.
Well, the problem is I'm having to scale it off of some stuff that I've dealt with.
Ah, yeah. Jumps. Right.
So about 4 days pass. And the Mandalore's glory comes out of hyperspace, and there are alarm klaxons blaring.
Well, where am I at the current?
Everybody roll me a D12.
Oh no.
I've got a 5.
That's good.
Crew quarters.
I'm in the crew quarters? Oh, damn.
I got a 5 as well.
8.
Crew quarters. Well, you are in the...
You cut out, Michael.
med bay.
Oh. I guess people will take inventory on the med bay to see if there's anything missing. If it can be potentially restructured.
Problem with that at the moment is that there are alarm klaxons blaring. But okay, you start taking inventory.
That.
Just like, this is fine. I'm going to take inventory.
The "are you sure about that" was skipped over.
After, wow.
It's all over the ship.
You know, I'm gonna call Candon and ask him if we have any fighters.
Not for you.
Oh, damn. There a turret I can hop on?
Those are all manned by the droids.
Ian is usually going to the main deck.
I'm gonna go up to the bridge.
I take it that's what you meant, Reed.
Yeah.
You all go to the bridge to find all the other Mandalorians there, and 2 Lucre Hulks and a bunch of munificent class frigates. About 12 munificent class frigates.
You know, it's at this point in time that I'm going to ask Cannon, so what's the situation on the ground?
Well, they've been under blockade for well over a week now.
So, do we have any shuttles that we can get into and slip on by?
No, but we do have this.
We have
You see that
what?
the top of the deck outside of the bridge is now opening.
Oh,
What's?
a gun?
Ooh, ooh. Can I fire it, please? Please.
No. Go to the corner.
And what you see after it's open just enough is fighters everywhere.
Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna slowly turn to
Roll.
Cannon.
Roll history.
Alright, fine, I'll roll history. I better damn well know it because I got a 19!
17.
Yeah, y'all have seen these quite a few times.
16.
Y'all have seen these quite a few times in your time having to deal with a few space battles. It's vulture droids painted in Republic colors.
Oh,
Oh,
that's beautiful.
oh the poor droids are fun!
Use their shit against them.
I'm just gonna look at Candon and be like, Candon, can I get a small, tiny little vulture droid that actually
That's
works?
not how that works.
Aww.
Over. Roll perception, all of you.
Okay. I get a 14.
That,
15.
Well, Reed, you definitely see this. Joey and Wuzzy, both of you see that the fog of fighters isn't just exiting from the main hangar, but it looks as though it's coming from the sides as well, possibly underneath the ship included.
I'm gonna look at Candon again and be like, how many fighters are there?
More than what they have.
Gonna look.
Reed,
yes.
you know, given the amount, that even including the main hangar bay, the underside hangar bay, and both of the side hangar bays, that would not fit all of these fighters. Which means Candon had vulture droids that were stuck into the space between the top and bottom plates of the ship on the sides.
Well, shit.
Damn.
He's gonna look at cannons. It's like, well, that's one way to surprise the enemy.
You also can't see the enemy fleet anymore.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna look at Candy and be like, so you want me to go prepare a lat with supplies?
It's not going to be that easy to break this blockade.
Fair enough.
I figure at best we'll knock out about 6 of those munificents, and if we're lucky, maybe one Lucrehawk Hulk before we have to engage in battle ourselves.
And when you mean engage in battle ourselves, you mean...
The ship.
Yep, kind of figured.
And after about 15 minutes, sure enough, the fighter fog, the fighter screen has thinned out quite a bit, with most of them being recalled to the Mandalore's glory. And as they get into the main hangar bay and the door shuts to prevent any damage to the internals, all hell breaks loose as the Munificence and the Lucre Hulk begin opening fire. True to Candon's word, about 6 of the Munificence were knocked out. 1 Lucre Hulk is heavily damaged, and the Mandalore's glory is heavily outgunned.
Captain, I really hope you've got a plan for this, because that was the best advantage we had that I could see. Your ship, your tricks, but this
Yeah.
is completely...
You remember Geonosis?
Yeah, how could I forget?
He points at the Lucre Hulks.
What about the Lucre Hulks?
What's that in the center?
Oh. Those cheaty bastards.
He issues the order for the droids to give maximum power to the engines and divert all shields to forward, and the Mandalore's glory begins rapidly closing the distance to the Lucre Hulks. Mind you, this means leaving the flanks exposed to the Munificence.
but it's worth it.
I'm assuming we got resupplied with a fresh batch of clones.
No, you're still running with a little over 100.
Right. Hold on.
However, supplies were loaded onto the Mandalore's glory.
Okay, so... relief missions, that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Either way, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of calm everybody who's not already aware that we are rushing towards the Lucre Hulk. Everybody get your asses strapped in and hold on to something tight. And preferably well to the ground. And if you're in the front, run the fuck backwards. Or
And it
towards...
hits the intercom
Yeah.
and says, I'd recommend you all grab onto something.
I was just filling the bit on that.
Frank's gonna grab something to hold on to.
Yeah, same here.
Same with Ormus.
Everyone on the bridge does so, save the droids, who you can hear initiate magnetic locks on their legs. And the ship begins turning onto its side.
What the fuck?
And it also looks like it's going right between the 2 Lucre Hulks.
Did we just... My
Get
God.
me a tractor beam on one of... Get me a tractor beam on the core ship.
Oh shit.
Now mind you, the bottom of the ship is facing the more damaged Lucre Hulk.
Right. Oh, I see his plan. I'm just gonna look at Candy and be like, you know, you scare me with your tactics sometimes.
Good.
Jeez, Dad, you were supposed to say it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright. Jeez.
If it scares you, then it scares whoever's on that bridge even more.
Yeah, they're probably shaking in terror, in pure
Roll
terror.
perception.
Oh dear God.
Everyone,
All of you.
That's a natural 20 for me.
11.
14.
11, 14, and what?
20.
Okay, Wuzzy, you see the screen in front of Candon is displaying the core ship at the center of the Lucre Hulk. Reed, you see the same. Joey, you can see it's being slowly pulled off of the Lucre Hulk body
Oh boy.
and towards the Mandalore's glory.
Yeah.
Which subsequently smashes through one of the segments of the Lucre Hulk.
Yep. Oh shit, thunder.
And once it gets through, and is now on a steady trajectory towards the Mandalore's glory. Alright, disengage the tractor beam, get us out of here. I want all power to Rio shields. We're going in Atmo.
I'm assuming now we go get something set up for supply drops.
Yep.
I've got to make my way to the hangar.
Ship begins to level out. You make your way to the hangar.
I'm loading up a lat. Oh, dear gods.
Now, mind you, what are the other two doing?
I will assist in getting the lat set up because we want to do it as fast as possible.
Port is left, right?
Port would be left side, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all are going to the starboard side hangar as the ship is leveled out.
Awesome.
More missiles, try to help in whatever way you can.
Well, everyone roll a d20 for that.
Okay. I got a 17.
That's a 16.
Of the 16.
Well, 2 16s.
117.
And Reed and Wuzzy got the 16s, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Both of you roll again.
Alright. 19.
17.
Well, Reed and Joey, you help out quite a bit getting stuff loaded into the lats. Wuzzy, Oramus, you try, but you're a bit preoccupied looking out of the hangar at the core ship smashing through the other Lucre Hulk body and into the main core ship of that one.
That would do it.
Damn.
Just damn. Noise. That's all
everything there explodes quite spectacularly.
I'm assuming Ackley is helping us out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming Alea is getting on this transport as well.
Yep. It's at this point that you also realize a few shuttles are now alongside the Mandalore's Glory.
What's with the shuttles?
Corvettes
Oh, Corvettes.
in Republic markings.
Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay. I know what these things are.
And everyone roll me a history,
Okay,
as well as a perception.
Okay.
Actually, perception first.
Perception first. I got 14 perception.
For the perception, I got a nat 20.
17.
Well,
Also 13 for history for me.
you all see a middle-aged man with a very prim and proper look to him. And he looks as though he lives by military regulations as far as the way he wears his hair and his facial hair.
Dooku.
With brown hair and a Republic military uniform. Now roll the history.
Okay. Yeah, 13 for me.
17 for me.
18.
13, 17, 18. Okay.
Oh, I know who it is.
Now, mind you, this man comes up on a holo call, so you don't really get the colors. Because it's all tinted blue and whatnot. But
Yeah.
you know this man is Admiral Wolf Yularen.
Why does he mostly look like that guy's in
Haha.
Just giving me vibes of the
The guy from Hello Neighbor was based on him. You think I was kidding? This fucker's been in action a lot longer than that.
Let's not get into that right now.
Well, Captain, I have to admit, you're as reckless as the general I've been assigned to, but your tactics are effective. All due respect, Admiral, if I wanted your praise, I would have asked. We've got a job to do. And with that, it is past the time that I have friggin' said by about 10, well, another 14 minutes.
Yeah.
May the force be with you. Get the fuck out of here.
See you next time, folks.